Hi, today is Monday, the 5th of August, and I believe we're on day 12 of the HCG diet. Up here on the rooftop again, just enjoying the scenery. It's nice and peaceful up here, so I always come up here to take a break, let it load off. I made a video on Saturday just reporting the weight loss that I had after I met with Dr. Manny. Did a check-in, and that was good. I was real happy and excited about that. And I've been finding that all the clothes that I have are just slightly starting to be loose, and that's motivating because I love to shop. So I'm pretty inspired knowing that I'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe soon, so I'm looking forward to that. But I have to admit, this weekend was a little rough. I prepared full meals for my family, which usually when I have such a busy schedule, I just kind of make things that are quick and don't do a whole lot. But this weekend they put in some requests, and so I actually made two big meals, especially yesterday. So I made a Sunday dinner, and that was a little bit more difficult. I made baked chicken, rice, homemade gravy, vegetables, and biscuits, and that was a victory. I think it was a victory because I was able to make the whole meal and not be as tempted as I normally would, because normally when I make foods like that, I will have sampled some of it all before I'm even done with it, and so that was a victory, knowing that I just sampled the gravy just to make sure that that was right. Try the chicken as well, a little bite of that to make sure that that was done. But chicken is on, my meal plan, so that was okay. But the rice I had to just stay away from and not even be tempted to mix the gravy with the rice. So I don't know, for those of you that are gravy lovers, maybe you can understand that, but there's just something about gravy and rice and biscuits. I like it, so I had to walk away a few times. But then what I just thought of while I was cooking was to make my meals for the week. So I just decided to make what I think I made about 4 days worth of meals for myself, and just cook that while I was eating my meal for last night's dinner. So that did help. I also kept a huge jug of water on hand. So while I was cooking, when I was wanting to sample on the foods that I was cooking, I just drank water and nibbled on the food that I was to have for dinner. So that really did help. Now today, on the other hand, at work, it was a little bit more challenging. We had a lot going on, doing like 5 different projects at once. And normally when I get like that, I'll have a snack on deck just to start snacking off something. So that was a little bit difficult to do. So I did see that they had some popcorn sitting in the break room. So I took about, 5 kernels of cheese popcorn. And what I did is I just let it sit in my mouth for a little bit just to taste the flavor. And then I, walked away. Oh, and I did have 1 piece of watermelon. Yeah, and I think that was it. So after I had those 2 things, I walked away, and thought it would be a good idea just to make another big jug of water and some tea, and to go ahead and drink that so that I wouldn't still be so hungry. But I'm still encouraged. I'm pleased with how everything's going. It's still a victory for me because it's been I went a whole week last week with staying on target, staying on track, and I didn't even so much as take a nibble of anything. So that was huge for me, because I don't think I've ever stayed that dedicated to something. And I really believe that God was showing and proving to me that He can sustain me, and that it's something that I can do. I just have to stick with it and keep the goal in mind. And that's really been helpful, to just keep the goal in mind, which is a healthier me, the weight off like I want it. And this is just a tool, because I really believe that it's more than just the weight. It's an all around thing, and it's just time. So going to have to deny myself and not allow myself to be tempted by the things that normally tempt me if I want the results that I say I want. So I got to stick with it. So I'm looking forward to Friday for my weigh-in, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks.